Hello and welcome back to my channel. Jacob here, and I'm going to be talking about this book. This is The House by the Cemetery by John Everson. And he is, or at least it says on the front, that he's a Bram Stoker award-winning storyteller. I have not read anything else by John Everson, but I will say that I very much like this book, so I am going to be on the lookout for future books of his. I'll read the back of the book here real quick. It says, rumor has it that an abandoned house is haunted by the ghost of a witch and that satanic rituals are still performed in a nearby cemetery. But rumors don't stop carpenter Mike Costner. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I do that a lot with names and I do apologize. But yes, Mike Costner, I want to say Kostner. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. From rehabbing the place as a haunted house attraction. Soon Mike will learn that fresh wood and nails can't keep decades of secrets away. There are noises in the walls, dead animals in the basement, puddles of fresh blood on the floor, and a secret room that hints at something far more sinister than even the rumors suggest. But parts of the rumors are true. The witch will do anything to make sure that Mike and his team succeed in reopening the house. She needs people on Halloween, ready for a dark ritual, because while the witch may be dead, she doesn't intend to stay that way. Bum 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 bum. So yeah, basically Mike is hired by, I do believe it's the town that's putting this on. They've hired someone or have a team that's going to use the property, which has basically been condemned and it's been sitting empty since a bunch of teenagers went missing or were found dead there way back when. And he is going to fix it up to this team's specifications so that they can open up as a haunted house attraction. As someone that goes to haunted houses around Halloween, I've always enjoyed the idea of someone taking that into fiction. It's been done in movies before, movies like Haunt, and there's one that I can't think of what it's called right now, but it's very similar vibe in which a bunch of people go to a haunted house that no one's really ever heard of. It's an extreme haunted house and very bad things happen. What I did find interesting and what I also really enjoyed about this is there was a bit of head hopping. You don't just have Mike in this story, you are also following the lives of the people that are putting on this event. And that was kind of fun because they're all like big horror movie nerds, and it kind of makes me think of the author of this was also a horror film buff, because they're basically, each room of this haunted house is going to be featuring kind of like a different horror, like a famous horror like director, like Argentino and Gallo and all those things. So that was really cool. And then, of course, you have Mike, who is experiencing weird things while fixing up this house. The main thing is when an attractive woman about half his age starts hanging around the house and flirting with him. Not too many spoilers, but this should have been a massive red flag for Mike, because why would a 20-year-old woman want to hang out in an abandoned house in the cemetery with the guy that's fixing it up and also just tends to appear there without, you know, a vehicle or anything like that, even though it's outside of town. But Mike is not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, and soon overlooks a lot of oddities, like the fact that she knows a little too much about the history of the house and seems to know her way around the house better than he does, and even shows him some secret areas of the house. To the point where I think he should have been a little more worried. That was the only thing that was a little unbelievable to me, but I guess Mike was not thinking with his up top head, if you catch my drift, because if he was, the things that happened in this book would not have unfolded the way they did. Mike quickly kind of helps unleash a whole bunch of carnage inside the house. That kind of all starts when he is the one that first finds a sealed off portion of the house in which he finds blood in what looks like a ritual area. And instead of stopping working there, they end up kind of using this as part of the haunted house attraction. And while the book does, I don't even want to say it was slow, it was a slow buildup. It was more, because it wasn't like a slow, like slog along buildup. It was more like a good tension building buildup, because you knew something bad was gonna happen. Like, it was a steady build up to the climax of this book, which I'm not going to spoil because it is really good, and I highly recommend reading this book. I really liked it. I think Flame Tree Press puts out a bunch of really good horror books. All of their books, I do believe, are available in ebook form, so you can find them on Amazon, wherever else. I snagged this copy. They have a sale, I think, every year, and I get a bunch of paperbacks and hardbacks that way. I'm definitely going to look out for more John Everson books, because like I said, this was a very good book. It does a great job, as I was saying, like building up that tension where it head hops between Mike and the group. So you get Mike becoming more and more worried about some of the events he's seeing around the house, and even other people that are having some experiences in the house that are really bad leading up to the opening of the haunted house, which I will say does not go as planned. And of course it wouldn't, because then it wouldn't be a horror novel, right? So if you're into haunted houses, bad things happening on Halloween, ghost witches, and middle-aged carpenters, realizing too little too late that the 20-year-old that wants to drink beer with them is not as into them as they are into her, then you should definitely check out The House by the Cemetery by John Everson. It is really good. And if you know of any other John Everson books that I should check out, because I did really enjoy this one, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this book or dislike this book, also please let me know. And as always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.